the reason why you are still obsessing about him, and how you can stop the cycle of negative thoughts about this man. Let me start with, I was the queen of obsessing about men, about the guy that I was seeing, dating, being with. I would obsess day and night about guys, day and night, why he didn't want to provide, why he didn't want to commit, why he left me, why my ex left me, why he chose this, every single day. And I didn't know how to get out of that. And I was working with the best coaches, the best dating coaches, and they helped me, of course, partially. But what I'm going to share with you now is something that I kind of found out myself through working with multiple best coaches, through doing energy healing, trauma healing. And it's so beautiful that you can break the cycle. Yeah, you probably saw many of my other clients sharing that they would still obsess and be hurt and think about their ex leaving. And that's why they're either completely close to love, or only when they find a new guy who they can obsess about, then they're over the old guy who they would obsess about. And guess what? This whole obsessing thing doesn't lead you anywhere, doesn't lead you to a man who would provide, who would propose, doesn't lead you to a man who you would feel love. Actually, what happened to me, when I was in this obsessing period, I would attract men who wanted to provide and to propose, but those men I didn't feel attracted to. And so many of my clients also attract, providing and commitment because they know how to talk with men, but they don't feel attracted to them. They feel attracted to men that they obsess about. And here's why. Okay, and before I forget, make sure to join my free masterclass next Wednesday. It's Dating for Marriage 101. I will help you there attract men who are available for providing and for marriage. So make sure to sign up. Link is in the description box or in the comments, or DM me if you want to. And you get to ask me questions also live there. Okay, and now let's get to the points why I was obsessing about all of those men, why this happened, how I could heal that, and how I'm helping so many other clients. And the reason why I was obsessing was because I was living in this fear of he will leave me, or he's leaving, he's right now leaving me, or he left me, or he doesn't want to provide, maybe I'm unworthy. And I would just be always in this negative thought spiral of feeling unworthy, feeling not wanted, feeling rejected, feeling left, feeling not provided for, not committed. And even if I, attracted a guy who wanted to give it, providing commitment, love to me, I didn't feel attracted to them. Okay. And again, the reason was my negative thought spiral. And also my childhood, where I got really abandoned and criticized, and I wasn't supported financially, I wasn't supported emotionally. And, my kind of nervous system and my brain got used to this negative treatment. And our body creates chemistry with men that feel like home, because what feels familiar is safe. I know it's crazy, but what feels familiar to maybe your old relationships or your childhood story means to your body that it's safe. And because your body feels safe and feels home, like this is normal behavior, to be rejected and abandoned. It's not, but this is what my subconscious thought. I could only create this chemistry with those men. Okay, so that's the number one point. And how I fix that is I would go into really, really deep healing, also energy healing, so that I would start feeling loved and accepted first and foremost by myself. And once I was able to feel loved, once I was able to feel accepted, once I was able to really feel, not fake it, feel from within, committed to, like I commit to myself that I love myself, that I'm supporting myself. It was such a game changer. It was such a game changer. And every guy that I was dating, even my whole family changed. They started loving me, accepting me, supporting me. And I'm just so grateful that I was so committed to find a solution. But this is really deep work, and it's still like, it's really deep work, but it's so worth it. Because with simple strategies how to date, with simple feminine energy tips and tricks, you cannot get there. Yeah. With those simple strategies, you can get to the point where I was, that, okay, I know how to talk to guys. I can inspire men to propose and provide, but I didn't feel attracted to those guys, or something was missing. So with those strategies, you will get to your goal, yes. But you most likely will not feel connected to those guys. You will probably not feel attracted to those guys, and you will just keep obsessing. You will keep obsessing about the man that doesn't provide, doesn't propose, doesn't want to be with you, doesn't love you. And you're like, what's wrong with my brain? Like, why do I keep obsessing? Why do I wait hours if he's texting me? Why doesn't he give me so much attention? And then you're like, I don't want to obsess about this guy anymore. I just want to feel love. And then the thought spiral is, if he only would give me more attention, then I would feel love. If he only would give me the money, then I would feel provided for. But you know what you're creating in this point? You're creating emotional codependency. Because if this guy has to reach out to you for you to feel loved, if this guy has to approve you to feel accepted, if this guy has to be in your life for you to feel committed to and love, you are creating like an emotional codependency. And unfortunately, most likely the guy sooner or later will reflect your energy of being unloved, rejected, not provided for, and he will not do it. Okay. And it's a whole long topic. I cannot even stop talking about it, because again, it was one of my biggest issues, that I always keep obsessing about the guys, and I just didn't know how to break through that. I just didn't, like, even when I learned how to properly date, how to attract men who are available, again, I was just a vibrational match for the guys who didn't want me. Because of my conditioning, because of my childhood, because of the previous relationship where I was so rejected. And if you take anything from this video, I don't even quite know if you understand what I'm saying, because it's really deep. But if you take something out of this video, is that there's nothing wrong with you, and there's a way to get out of this obsessing. And there's a way for you to attract a man who is available for loving you, who is available for committing to you, who is available to provide for you. But you also have to be a match for that. Not only by your mental space. Yes, I want marriage. I want commitment. I want love. But from your whole body, from your whole, like, you have to be a match from that, for that, from your whole body. You have to feel loved. And faking doesn't help it. Like, you can't fake feeling loved. Like, I tried this. Really, when my starting point was trying to feel so loved and happy and high vibe, and it didn't work, because my deep, true feelings have been, I felt hurt, rejected. And I was a vibrational match for being hurt and rejected, and guys would be hurting me and rejecting me. Yeah. But again, once you are truly embodied in this loving energy, in this loving space, you are definitely going to find somebody, not only one person, but multiple guys who are matching your love list, who you're attracted to, who meet your standards, and who still want to commit and provide. And of course, all of those tips and tricks how to date will work then as well. But for you to feel attracted to them, for you to feel like, yes, it just feels right, I feel connected to this guy, you have to be the vibrational match. Just like I shared with you before, if you are a sad person and you have a friend who's a happy person, if you're only talking about life being so horrible and your friend is just making, being on parties and wants to be happy all the time, you guys will have nothing to talk about. You will not be friends. And this is just what it is. So I'm helping you on my one-on-one coaching to really, really do this embodiment work. Okay. Everything else, all the tips and strategies you can get from my free videos here. You can get from my low paid courses, because I want you to have the strategies. I want you to have the awareness as well. You can get it also from my free masterclass I'm hosting next week. So next Wednesday. So make sure to still watch those videos, to still join the masterclass. But for real, deep, fast transformation, it takes one-on-one coaching. And if you catch yourself always being obsessed about certain guys that don't want to commit, don't want to provide, are not consistent, and you are like in this spiral of obsession and you kind of cannot attract guys that just treat you good and you feel loved by them, then by all means reach out, because I know how to break the spiral. I took years. I took, oh my God, I can't even count the money. Multiple 5 figures at least, and years to really figure this stuff out. And I did, and I can help you with that. Okay. So regardless, whatever you choose, I hope this message helped you. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. If you watch on YouTube, subscribe, and make sure to join my free masterclass next Wednesday, because it's going to be so juicy and you will get to ask live questions. Link is in the comments.